Hey guys! Now, today on Nostalgic Friday, let's talk about celebrities. Now, I'm sure by now we all know a few, like maybe they're from our generation or they're from our parents' generation. Well, did you know some of these celebrities had cartoons? Well, I sure as heck didn't. Well, not until I saw Watch Mojo's video on ridiculous cartoons starring celebrities video. But yeah, so today I'm gonna be talking about some cartoons starring celebrities. Some of these that I have never actually watched, but well, I think all of these I've never actually watched because they all came out before. Well, some of them did. Some of them came out before I was born, and some I probably never really bothered to watch. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first cartoon I'm going to be talking about is an action cartoon starring a well-known celebrity who's, who's pretty much very well known for being in a lot of action, and I guess maybe he does his own stunts if I'm remembering correctly, and that is Jackie Chan Adventures. I've never actually saw this show, but from what I learned, I think it just involves him, fighting monsters in, some places, and, there's, so much action going on. Also, like most cartoons for kids, they have dirty jokes, which if you're curious, there's a video by Nerdwire. If you're curious, go check it out. But I do want to warn you, if you've grown up with this show, you may have your childhood ruined. So yeah, moving on. Okay, next cartoon is the Mr. T cartoon starring, well, I'm sure you all know Mr. T. So basically, from what I learned, this cartoon, I guess, follows Mr. T, and I guess he takes a group of gymnasts on some mystery adventures around the world. Yeah, I don't know what you're all thinking. Sumner, you stole that from Watch Mojo. Okay, yeah, I kind of did. But what the heck? I mean, that's all I know. And I think once we were once we were spending time with our neighbors, every Wednesday we do this thing called trivia, and they had this thing where they had this little, intermission round where they show pictures of characters, and one of them happened to be cartoon version of celebrities, and I think Mr. T was one of them, and I guess our neighbor kind of said, "Oh yeah, I think I've watched that cartoon." Okay, because I learned about it from Watch Mojo. So yeah, let's move on. Okay, now the reason why I decided to include this one is because I've seen 2 videos about this. Literally, and I mean really, when I see this, I'm like, okay, what the heck? And I guess I know maybe some people consider it to be a bad show, but I just think it's kind of weird. Also, not to mention, they just decide to just sing the whole plot in the theme song. And I think you all know what I'm talking about. That is Hammerman, a cartoon based upon MC Hammer. Really. And thanks to, the cartoon, and thanks to the reviews I've watched, I of course learned that in the cartoon, I guess the main character, whose name is Stanley or something, is given these magical shoes, and he becomes Hammerman, and I don't know, just some stupid stuff happens, and it's basically kind of an old school cartoon in some parts. So yeah, that's basically all I got. Okay, so question to all you kids who probably didn't grow up in the 90s like me. How many of your moms were probably obsessed with a band called Boys on the Block? Because, or New Kids on the Block, I mean. Because, the show, because, back in the 90s, the boy band craze was pretty big. Raise your hand. Yeah, I thought so. I'm like, Sumner, what about your mom? Yeah, she was more of a rocker type of girl. But, yeah. So, I actually kind of had to look up what goes on in this one. So, apparently this is just, about the band just going on random adventures, like trying to get to a concert location, but then things, put them off track and all that. So, yeah. And I don't know. And I guess they just travel, like Alonso with their manager. Although I hate to upset any fans who probably like it, but the members themselves did not voice themselves in this show. Sorry to tell you. In fact, I could say that for some of the characters, for some of these, because apparently no voice actor, no celebrities probably had voice talent other than real life acting. Okay, so who remembers the Olsen twins and who knows them because of Full House? Yeah, that's right. Well, did you know they had their own cartoon in the early 2000s? And did you know it actually spun off into like some books? Yeah, I didn't know that. So I couldn't exactly find too much on this show, but reading from the Wikipedia, they didn't just voice themselves. Their names were also Special Agent Misty and Special Agent Amber. So were they like secret agents on the show? Just curious. I mean, again, I never watched it, and they don't really have what goes on, in the show. So, yeah. Okay, so next is a pretty silly one, to say the least. So we got Camp Candy, which was a cartoon starring John Candy. Now, pretty much, in this show, I guess, John Candy, he like runs a summer camp, and, I think I remember seeing this on a list from Mr. Enter, I guess top 10 worst cartoons of something, and I tell ya, I'm like, and I don't know, just a lot of random stuff happens. But yeah, I must say, there's a lot of things that definitely aren't realistic about the show when seeing Mr. Enter's video, showing it, like, what? That's not what happens. That doesn't happen in real life. But yeah, I know it's a cartoon, but Jesus, did the writers not know how this works? Like, really? So, yeah. Okay, next show is actually an adult show. I'm sure some of you have heard of it. It's called Mike Tyson Mysteries, which was on Adult Swim. If some of you remember, I mean, I don't watch Adult Swim, but I know Adult Swim's well known for, like, some shows like, like Rick and Morty and some stuff. But yeah, so I guess, in this show, Mike Tyson and, his, like, adopted daughter and, like, this ghost and this, I don't know, like, drunk pigeon, like, just, I guess they go on mysteries and some stuff, and, just random stuff happens. Now, pretty much, I guess, someone who I actually watch on, I look at on DeviantArt, who goes by the name, a Cartoon Lover? Yeah, I think she had numbers in her name, but I can't remember. Well, she actually did a few, I think she did at one point, post, I guess I posted some art of the mother of some cartoon characters from recent television shows, which she called Mother of the Year 2020, and she actually featured Mike Tyson and the pigeon, and in that photo. Like, really. I have to say, it was quite silly. I'm not kidding. Like, what? So, yeah. So anyways, moving on. Okay, so I don't technically know if this one counts, but, well, the celebrity in this one actually created the show and did voice, you know, the father and son duo of both characters. So, yeah. Anyways, this time we got Bobby's World, created by Howie Mandel. So, I think I remember learning a bit about this cartoon. Like, I guess basically, like, you know, like, basically, well, you know, I guess just follows, you know, this little boy named Bobby who I guess just goes, you know, in his, like, I guess random, like, imagination and stuff. So, yeah. And again, this came out in the 90s, which I wasn't born yet, but yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so next up is the Jackson 5 cartoon. In fact, here's a fun fact I found while reading this. Did you know Rankin Bass, the people behind, you know, our favorite holiday specials from our childhood, you know, helped work on this? Yeah, no joke. Fine, read the Wikipedia page if you're curious. So, I guess from what I learned, I mean, the show, I guess it's not really that good. I mean, it's just, I guess, the Jackson, you know, 5, you know, just I guess, dancing around, you know, singing their songs. Basically, just like anime music videos, and I guess some other stuff happens, which I don't know. But, yeah, so, yeah, basically all you need to know. Okay, the very last one. Now, here's a funny story. I actually stumbled upon clips of this one on Instagram, which someone happened to be posting because I don't know how. And I gotta be honest, those clips really made me laugh. And probably because, you know, it was a cartoon from the old days and, like, the 60s or 70s. And we all know cartoons from the 60s and 70s had, like, you know, some funny stuff. And that is the Beatles cartoon. Yeah, so I must say, when I saw these clips, I'm like, okay, that is pretty funny. I'm like, my gosh. Although I'm guessing they probably just do, like, there's probably, like, you know, just some random stuff they just do. Like, it's basically kind of like those shows, like, that does random skits and, I don't know, like, talks about and, like, you know, just does other stuff. So, yeah. So I have to say, maybe a good show overall. I mean, if you're a fan of the Beatles or if your parents are, maybe you might want to go. Maybe you might want to find it somewhere if you can. I don't know where, but what the heck. Or if you're just looking for a good laugh. So anyways, that's all I gotta say for today. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.